Picture everybody naked.
Go. Naked.
All right, so one New Year's Eve in the last century, my father handed a speech or a printout of a speech of Horst Eberhard Richter, who's a social psychologist, to my brother, my sister, and me, and said, "It's your turn now to make this place a better place." Place meaning the planet. And now I have to. I'm even more obliged because I have a small son, and when he asks me, I want to have a good answer when he asks me what I've done. So whenever I think about it, what could be done, I see that there's a skew between solving problems and paying for whatever needs to be done in order to solve those problems. You never have enough money. But if we start seeing money as a tool, the correct tool to solving, to connecting resources, then this might change, and this is what we're looking at. Our current system seems to be pretty broken, and in order to understand what the future might look like, we need to understand what the breakdown actually implies. So there's three major bugs that I see. One is it's a monoculture. The second is there's positive interest, and the third is the GDP. So positive interest means that if you pass out 100 pieces of a currency to 100 people at 1% interest rate a year, after 1 year the first one is going to be broke and going to come back to you for more. So there's an endless cycle. Backing our currencies against our GDP means that we reward people for doing useless stuff like creating wars, bad products, planned obsolescence, etc. So there's something we need to do about that. And then there's a monoculture. If you have an oil tanker and you don't compartmentalize this oil tanker, it will capsize after the second wave it's hit by. So you have to compartmentalize things. So what are we going to do in order to reach this goal, to connecting resources with needs that are yet unconnected? So the first thing, the interest. Negative interest rates have very, very interesting effects on an economy. There's an example, a very prominent example, many of you might have heard of it, in Austria in the 1930s, where a city introduced a currency backed by the rest of the money they had, because they didn't have enough money to do all the things they needed to do, and there was a negative interest rate attached, and this money started flowing really rapidly and solved basically all the problems they had, infrastructural and other needs. Then the GDP. So we turn whatever we back our currencies with into more. Be it gold, people start digging for gold, putting it from one hole into the other to keep it safe. And why don't we just start backing our currencies against things we want more of, like clean oceans or healthy trees, happy kids, stuff we want more of. And then the monoculture part. It seems like complex flow systems try to find a perfect balance between resilience and efficiency. And it looks like there's a bias towards resilience. But our monetary systems have a heavy bias towards efficiency, and hence are extremely unstable. So what's the current state of affairs globally? There's currently 25,000 projects out there that try to do this. The last real census for this was in 2005, and was 4,800. And you can see this rapid growth. And what I personally and a couple of people with me want to do is we want to make it extremely easy for people to create new currencies, to create marketplaces, and to use all of this in order to explore the possibilities of solving problems with this new tool, or not a new tool, a very old tool actually, but with new types and designs of this new tool, in order to help us all make this planet a better place. And here's some people who are helping. I want to point out two. One is my son Noah, who's a real important driver for me to do that. And one is Bernard Lietard, who is one of the architects of the introduction of the euro, and he really knows a lot about currencies. So we'd really be thrilled if you guys could spread this, you guys can help us and in this journey, because we think we only have one boat and we have to get this right. Thank you.